Hi everyone, welcome back to Learn English with Erica. Today we're going to be learning 15 idioms with the verb get. Get is one of those verbs in English that always changes meaning depending on the words that it's used with. So let's get started. Number one is get up. Get up is what you do in the morning when you first get up out of bed. You wake up, you stand up, you go to brush your teeth, you get up. It's the time of day when you're waking up in the morning. It can also be getting up when you're sitting down. Let's say that you are sitting in a meeting and everyone gets up. Okay, so that's get up. The second one is get over. Get over. Get over is used when you are done with something. It could be getting over a heartbreak. It could be getting over an illness. If you're feeling sick, you can get over that illness, recover. You could use it in a sentence like, it took her 2 weeks to get over that cold. Or, it has taken me 6 months to get over my heartbreak. Okay, so that's get over. The third one is get along. Get along. If you get along with someone, it means that you like them and you have good conversation. You have a good relationship with them. If you get along with someone, you like them. For example, if you are at work and you have really great people that you work with, you can say, oh, I really get along with my coworkers. Okay, or maybe you don't have a good relationship. You might say, oh, yeah, my sister and I, we don't get along. We don't get along. So that means you don't have a good relationship. Hopefully that's not the case. The next one is get by. Get by. If you're getting by, it means that you're kind of surviving or managing. And this is used a lot of times in financial situations with money. You might say, this month has been hard. I'm just getting by. I'm just getting by. Or you could talk about the past. Yeah, that year was really hard for me, but we got by. We got by. So in that case, get is in the past tense. We get by each month, but it's difficult. Okay. The next one is get away. Get away, right? So you can say to someone, get away, get away. You want them away from you, or you can use it when you're going on vacation. You could say, we're going to get away for the weekend. That means that you're going to go somewhere, okay? We also have in English this word getaway, which comes from that. It's all one word. It's a noun. And you could say that you're going on a getaway. And then get away is combined into one word. I know, there's so many. Okay, so far, let's review. We have get up, get over, get along, get by, and get away. And even within those idioms, there's even extra meanings. Like I said, with get away, you can say, get away from me. Or you can say, let's get away, let's go somewhere. Okay, are you ready for the next ones? The next one is get rid of. Get rid of. If you get rid of something, it means that you're done with it, you throw it away, or you take it away. Okay, you might say, I need to get rid of some of my clothes. I have too many. Or, we just have too much stuff in this house. I need to get rid of some stuff. I need to maybe donate it. Okay, get rid of. You might also say like, get rid of that. It's old. Maybe talking about food or something like that. Okay, the next one is get back at. If you get back at someone, that means that you're taking some sort of revenge. Revenge is when someone does something to you and you do something back to them. That's revenge. So if you get back at someone, it means that you are doing something back to them because they did something to you first, right? So you might say, my brother played this prank on me. A prank is like a joke. My brother played this prank on me. I can't believe he did that. I'm going to get back at him. I'm going to do a prank on him. Okay, so get back at someone. The next one is get down to business. If you are getting down to business, it means that you're getting serious about something. Usually, you might use this word when you are working and maybe you were talking with coworkers and you say, okay, let's get down to business. Let's get done with this. Let's get down to business. So that is, basically what you'd say if you wanted to get serious and you wanted to stop with small talk. Okay. The next idiom is get cold feet, to get cold feet. If you get cold feet, that means that you were ready to do something, but all of a sudden you got nervous about it. Okay, we talk about getting cold feet a lot with maybe weddings when you're getting married. A lot of people will say, oh, I hope I don't get cold feet. And that just means I hope I don't get nervous and not want to do it, right? So usually you want to do something, but it's maybe a big thing and you don't want to get cold feet. Or if you were going to take a new job, for example, and you got nervous that you wouldn't do well or you didn't want to move, you can say, oh, I was supposed to take this job or I was supposed to move, but I got cold feet. The next one is to get on someone's nerves. This one is used a lot, and it's when if someone gets on your nerves, they annoy you, okay? They annoy you, and that means that they bother you and they just rub you the wrong way. Okay, so if you get on someone's nerves, maybe someone talks a lot, right? And you're in your faculty room or you're with your coworkers and someone's talking, and no one else has a chance to talk. The other two coworkers might say, oh, she gets on my nerves. She talks so much, right? Or, oh my goodness, he's always going to the boss and trying to make himself look good. He gets on my nerves. He annoys you, okay? Okay, so that was the next 5. Let's review those. Get rid of, get back at, get down to business, get cold feet, or get on someone's nerves. Are you ready for the last 5? Here we go. The next one is to get the hang of something, to get the hang of something. And that literally has nothing to do with the individual words in the phrase. But if you get the hang of something, it means that you learn how to do it or you understand it. So if you were in school and you were learning a new math problem, you might say, oh, that was really difficult for me, but I got the hang of it. Or it took me a while, but I got the hang of driving, and now I'm a really good driver. Okay, the next one is to get ahead. Get ahead. If you get ahead, it means that you're making progress or you're succeeding, okay? If you are getting ahead, you might get ahead in your career. You might be doing well, moving up the ladder. If you're driving also, you might literally get ahead of someone, and that means just to get in front of them. But that's not the idiom, that's the literal sense. But if you're getting ahead, okay, it typically means that you're just doing well, you're progressing, and you're succeeding. The next one is get to the point. You might tell someone, get to the point already, right? And that is when you want someone to just stop talking around the subject and say exactly what they want to say. You're going to say, get to the point. Get to the point. I don't want to listen to this story anymore. I just want to hear what you want to tell me. Get to the point. The next one is to get in touch. If you get in touch with someone, it means that you contact them. So I might get in touch with my brother to talk to him. I might get in touch with one of my parents to see how they're doing. I might have a friend that lives in a different state or a different country. I might get in touch with her to see how she's doing, right? You could also use this in a business sense. If you meet someone and you think that you might work well together in the future, you might tell them, oh, get in touch with me. Maybe we can collaborate or work together. And the last one is get on board. If you get on board with something, you are supporting it. You're agreeing with it. So someone might say, I think we should go on vacation this summer. And your friend might say, "Oh, I could get on board with that idea. I could get on board with that idea." Or if you're at work, you might have a new project and you will be describing it to people, and your boss might say, "Okay, I need everyone to get on board with this new project." That just means I need everyone's help, everyone's support. Okay, so the last 5 were get the hang of, get ahead, get to the point, get in touch, and get on board. So those were 15 get idioms. And as you can see, English can be really complicated sometimes. That's one verb, get. And when you put it with other words, it can mean a variety of different things. So idioms are great because English speakers don't always say what they mean, at least literally. So that's what an idiom is. So these are super useful if you want to sound more like a native English speaker. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.